What's up, everyone? Welcome to Barstool Breakdown. Today is Saturday, November 11th, and we have a different show for you again today. It's been about a month since we've had a show. We're just going to do a quick one today. We're going to do the fastest 2 minutes at Barstool. We're going to do our segments, and then we're going to play the dozen. No interview today. Let us know in the comments if you enjoy this way. Let us know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Without further ado, let's get it.
Get sturdy as fuck.
This is it.
I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you.
All right, welcome to Barstool Breakdown. Glad to be back. How we doing, Jonathan?
We are back, Frankie. We're back. It's been a long month off, a much needed month off. For those that wondering where the hell Barstool Breakdown's been, or did they pull a Dave Portnoy show thing? Are they done? Are they canceled? Is it over? It's not. We're back. We're lining up guests for the future. I had a career change. The schedule has just been chaotic with all of it. Trying to get the house together, trying to get the office together, trying to get it all in motion. But we're back. We'll be consistent again. I apologize to the viewers. I apologize to you, Frankie, because he also, Frankie, you do a lot for the show, and you have a family. It's tough when you got a guy out here, you're fucking around, dicking around, and not committing to what he should be. And I need to prioritize the show better. So I'm sorry to the fans we do have, our 192 subscribers that are here consistently watching. We appreciate you. So yeah, we're back and better than ever. We're gonna go forward strong. And like I said, we got a couple guests lined up. We just got to get the scheduling down. We'll be good to go.
That's right. Yeah, man. And that's it, dude. It's just like you see the Yak move and, they pick up Mook and Titus to fill in for Ronan Sass. They'll never be able to fill in for Ronan Sass. They're two great extra guys that come in, but the original cast is the original cast, just like the original breakdown's the original breakdown. We're going to change it up a little bit, but it's still us two. So we're going to have the same content with the same two guys. Hopefully add some people in the future. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Yeah, we should do auditions for a third chair. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, without further ado, I think we just we roll right into it, Frankie. Let's get into the fastest 2 minutes of Barstool.
Tick, 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 tick.
We start in Chicago, where Brandon Brick Walker gave an ode to last year's Mississippi State basketball team and couldn't make a shot in the first Yak basketball game at the Chicago office.
Also on the Yak, Connor Mook Stallion struggled to read the signs from the full-body boss man and sat nervously bobbing his head while George Foreman Portnoy grilled Hank on his new friendship with Plain Girl and said, "Those motherfuckers there right there are not real. Lee dating." What?
Taking a walk on the fairway, Frankie Tiger Borelli and Trent Scotty Ryan produced the voiceover video of the year, simply saying, "If I'm swinging it well, I don't take divots, Tej."
Moving over to the Dozen Trivia League, we kicked off the week with match one, where Team Minahan was trying to bake Team Z. But in a shocking turn of events, Quiggs didn't show up on time, and it seemed like Rico's Hotel hired All Business Pete to hook up its internet, as Captain Kirk had to be the star and trek his way to the finish line by himself. But it wasn't enough, as Captain David Goggins Portnoy had his team ready. Team ZD 13, Team Minahan 11. Kirk scored 11 by himself?
What? Speaking of the Minahan world boom, Kirk Trump Minahan told Quiggs, "You're fired," as Team Minahan signs Henry Lockwood to the defending champions of the Dozen Trivia. We move to Part of My Take, where Max Verstappen Delante tried to take a victory lap for the Eagles having the best record in football, only to be bested by Henry Hankstradamus Lockwood after he was the first to correctly guess the lottery ball in the new studio.
Now over to Chicago, where we had the second and final Barstool College Basketball Invitational, as the FAU Owls took on hometown Loyola Ramblers and Sister Jean. Sister Jean, more like Brother Slacks, Tej, as all the brothers were slacking on the Ramblers, as FAU took out Loyola Chicago easier than Nicky Smokes taking out 4 girls at once. He could go all the way.
Some spread.
Standing on a corner, Ben Mintz up from NOLA. Such a fine sight to see. The diet's good and the gambling's great. Keep up the mile pace, Mincy. Come on, Mincy, or Giant Limpy. Keep the watches moving through Mississippi.
Wake up, Mincy, coming soon.
Come back, Mincy. And that was the fastest 2 minutes at Barstool. And because of the new show today, we're going to bring you the segments right away, and that'll bring us to the Barstool Beast of the Week.
Yeah! I'm the best of the office! I am the best one here!
All right, Jonathan, I'm going to let you start. We haven't heard from you for a while, so.
You're right. All right, so hopping straight into the beast. So it was pretty easy for me this week. It was a guy who seemed to, he was never in the office, and now he's got 2 new jobs at the office. It's Jersey Jerry. He was never in the office. He would come in like 1 day a week, but now he's the new head golf pro. He's got to be scheduling tee times. He also made the new head referee, as we saw in Thursday's Yak basketball. Not basketball, the dodgeball. While they were testing that out. I mean, Jersey Jerry's been working hard. Finally, he's back out there on his grind. Bully mode is in full effect. And then even, to add on top of that, little sprinkle to it, he made the half-court shot at the Invitational with Rico walking away looking a little pissed off about it. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, I mean, it was a competition. That was a competitive fire in Rico coming out. And then one last caveat. It was last Thursday night. Deontay Johnson scored. He scored a touchdown. The long wait is over. 19 games, 18 games, I forget what it was, but Deontay Johnson got to the end zone. Big Cat and Jerry cashed the anytime touchdown. So yeah, for all of that, and probably more that I'm missing. The only thing like you could say bad about Jersey Jerry within the last week is who's it, Bozo or whatever, is still in his head. He's still quote tweeting them. He's putting out videos about him again. Like he's just. It seems like he's losing a little sleep. But we're not going to think about that because this week Jersey Jerry was my Barstool Beast without a doubt.
Yep, I have, I guess for the new show, we're going to just have a unanimous beast right off the bat. I had exactly every note. I'll even give you the notes in order. I had my beast was Jersey Jerry. Johnson hit the touchdown. Finally, I had that from last week. That was the first to start it. Then I put he got the golf sim pro job. So he is the golf pro of the simulator. He was mopping the floor with the vape, getting TV time with the vape in the mouth while he was mopping.
Oh,
hit the $250 half court shot. Go ahead.
Speaking of him mopping, he's top 2 and he's not 2. You throw that out there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he takes that shit seriously, as we know from last year too. So yeah, then I just had that he was the ref at dodgeball, keeping everyone in line. And then I just put here, I'm glad that I put this since Jersey Jerry is the unanimous beast for this week. But I just put honorable mention was Jake. Even though he was getting shit, people always shit on him when he does like a broadcast. He really does well with those. He, comes into his own. I know you can almost see that he's trying to get the clip or the line, like when they did the dunk, the slam dunk and one. Yeah. Hello, Michael, whatever. Like he was like, it's just like he does that, like trying to get that. But that's what you do as an announcer. So people hating on him, fuck off. He's having his time. But the reason I gave him the honorable mention was because not just that, he was a fucking animal today in dodgeball, dude. Yeah. He's just standing at the line, just ripping shots over and over. So it is Jersey Jerry, but honorable mention to Jake because I had to shout him out for that.
Jake did a great job there. He was he literally stood there and basically like, you don't have the balls to hit me, but I'm gonna stand here at half court and just take your whole team down. It was terrific. But yeah, him on the call was great too. Especially like, when Dave seemed to be out of it there in the second game, but people are making threes and Jake's hitting him with a kaboom here and there. And Big Cat even shouted him out for that. It was like, ooh, I like that kaboom, Jake. That's nice. That's a nice little tag. Yeah. Jake is a professional when it comes to doing stuff like that. And he had like all the notes and like little caveats for us to listen or little stories about the teams like ready to go in case of emergency, which, in the second game was a blowout. So yeah, shout out Jake, honorable mention, but Jersey Jerry is well-deserved unanimous beast of the week.
All right. Well, that'll move us right into the Barstool least of the week.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. you go ahead and take the reins here, Frankie. Let's hear who you got for your least. I'm pretty sure
All
we're
right.
we might have a similar regimen. For
I was
this
gonna
break
say
team.
if the content that we watched was the same, then we might have the same here as well. And the least of the week for me is Stephen Che.
Okay.
So the reasoning is not only is his celebration a black power fist as a white Asian man, but he also lost and celebrated the loss to Mincy and Suicides. Now, I know people will say, people meaning Steven, that the timer was started early. When the timer came up, it was at about 3 seconds and he was just starting. So let's just pretend like there was an extra 2 seconds because he started and it was like right there. If you're losing to Mincy or beating him by 1 second, that's a fucking loss, dude. Can we just be like honest here? So he gets the L, no matter if he beat him or not, because it was too close. And then he went 1 for 10 in free throws, which every shot was $100 to get to the crew. And then today he went 2 for 10 in free throws. It's just kind of insane. Somehow he still plays it off like, he's like, well, I'm just not good at free throws. And, I just had a whole plate of lunch and I just, just the shit that he says. We've had him on the show. He's an awesome dude, just crazy, weird brain. Love Stephen Che, but unfortunately, he's the least of the week.
Yeah, well deserved. I can't argue with that. So it's not unanimous, but I mean, speaking on Steven's performance this week, it's weird that he went 1 of 10 from the line, 2 of 10 from the line, and then 4 of 10 from 3. One didn't count apparently because he didn't call glass, but I think he meant to bank that in, so I'll give him 4 of 10. But yeah, Steven had a rough week, and he's a common guest of least of the week and a former guest of the pod. But moving right into mine, I had Nicky Spills, like you said in the group chat. I had Nicky Smokes and Nicky Spills, spilling his beer right in front of Rico, thinking it was funny. Rico kind of dunked on him, won the debates today with him. And then, Nicky his team not making the dozen, and also his performance in the dozen for the Conmen, it wasn't great. Like, I feel like he's not a trivia guy. I mean, you could probably look at him and tell, like, all right, he's not a trivia guy. But then going off of that, and then I guess it's kind of a teaser for the next segment, but he got dunked on by Kirk, and had a beef with Megan in the office when Megan was like about to get signed or whatever. He's like, I don't want to play for that team. Whatever. It was a down week for Smokes in my eyes, but it probably makes his like Barstool status a little better because at least he's out there, mixing it up. But yeah, minor setback, major comeback type of feel for Nicky Smokes, former guest of the show as well.
And with that said, let's just move right into the beef of the week because I think that's going to be.
Yeah,
he's going to he's going to be a big part of this beef of the week. Let's just put it that way. So without.
Fuck you! Well, fuck you too! Oh, my God! What? Brandon,
All right. Well, you said that this leads into the beef a little bit, so I'm going to let you go.
Yeah, I mean, Nicky Smokes obviously is a part of that. The other side of it was Kirk Minahan. I got to grab my phone here and like look at the screenshots from it, but it was something to behold, and it all originated with his team not making the dozen, and going from there. It was like Kirk was talking to Jeff D. Lowe, and Jeff D. Lowe was like mentioning people that like are free agents to replace Quiggs after Kirk got rid of him, and then Jeff says Nicky Smokes, and I forget exactly what Kirk said. It was basically like, I don't want that fucking guy on my team or whatever. There's a clip from Viva La Stool that has that mention. It says the revolving door of teammates for Team Minahan continues to spin. And Nicky Smokes quote tweeted that clip and said, I'd rather play the app on my couch than be on the same team as the weasel rat who makes you tap in from 2 inches, referring to, the golf tournament and, Kirk versus Francis and that whole fiasco that went down. Kirk then quote tweeted another Viva clip that was Megan and Nicky Smokes kind of like going back and forth because Megan thought that he was talking shit about her, which he wasn't. But Kirk quote tweeted that and said, this guy is legitimately the biggest pussy I've ever seen. Jesus. And then Nicky Smokes went ahead and quote tweeted that, said, say less, it's up now. Which I don't fully know what that means, but it is up now. It is like, I don't know if like, that comment from Kirk like made him hard. He's ready to go. Like
I was gonna say it's
something's
up
up. Yeah.
now, or is it
Yeah.
on now?
Right. Yeah. It's up now. Whatever that means, it's up. I haven't heard
What's up,
anything.
dog?
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's been a couple days since anything else has come from it, but yeah, it's a very interesting beef. Kirk seems to be the king of
Yeah,
beef
that's
and like going at people, and Nicky Smokes is, he's not going to back down. We've kind of seen that from him so far, that he's ready for war with anyone, it seems like. So we'll see what comes out of that. But yeah, definitely a very interesting beef from me this week.
yeah, and it's perfect because it leads right into mine. And I guess it's like we said before, we've had him on the show, and he's getting his name out there. However, he's getting his name out there, but it's Rico versus Nikki Spills. So it was funny because I have right on here that he was on Healthy Debate, and Rico said, like, yeah, Kirk just threw you a bone and didn't destroy your life. And I was confused what he was even talking about. So now I know that's what he was talking about. Obviously, was Kirk obviously wasn't going back at him because he probably was like, this guy doesn't even know what he's saying. He's saying it's up or whatever.
Right.
So, but yeah, I had Rico versus Nikki Spills. Which I thought was just perfect, hilarious nickname for Rico to give. I know it's not like that witty or smart, but it's right on, right on cue when they got the Roan interview going. He calls him Nikki Spills. I did like that Nikki said that he would pay for dinner for Rico. He also took full credit for it. Was like, dude, like I wasn't trying to be a dick. I wasn't trying to laugh. It was funny just because like you're cleaning it up, and I could tell you were pissed. And he's like, I just did this thing, like come here, because what do you want me to do? Like be like, oh, come here, or like come here, or whatever.
Right.
So I actually do agree with him on that. What I don't agree with is he was going at Rico saying like every other person on earth just gets a towel and cleans that up. Every person that's a mop person cleans that up with a towel. Makes sense. Ask for a fucking towel then, dude. Or like Rico said, realize Rico's not a mop guy. He doesn't fucking know. Like,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense now. Hindsight's 2020, but obviously don't mop up the beer with the mop you're going to be mopping the sweat up with. But Rico's thinking mop, water, liquid, mop it up.
Right.
So, but the Rico's changed. First of all, let's just say that they finished Healthy Debate together. They were on the show for the rest of the time together, fielding calls and stuff. But they were talking about aligning the armies and stuff. So the beef was, I called it the beef of the week because I thought it was kind of amazing how they were, kind of going at each other a little bit. Rico was definitely not happy about it just because he looked stupid and stuff. But in a matter of, hours, I guess you could say, they were, cool together and doing the show together and talking about putting the armies together and having dinner together. So
Mhm.
it ain't like
Yeah,
Jersey, Jerry and Rico, that's for sure.
No, it's a beef that's definitely blossomed into a friendship. It seems like that we're going to see more of in the future. You can't say the same for the whole beef that I was mentioning with Kirk. Kirk's nobody's
No.
fucking friend. Yeah,
No.
you're fucked. If he calls you the biggest pussy he's ever seen, he's probably going to stick to that narrative. But yeah, it's good to see more change from Rico, and because back in the day, it used to be if there was a beef like that and Rico was pissed off at you, it was the writers were coming in your DMs. Like it was time to go. And like,
yeah, and I mean, even now, you look at Jerry versus Rico, as much as they say it's nothing.
Yeah, whatever.
He's the
calling
only
him
one in the
Perry.
picture
He's
facing the other
Perry,
way.
get out!
I mean,
like yeah. There's more to come on that. Hashtag more to come for sure.
All right. Well, that'll move us into the final segment and the comment of the week.
Vacation mode. Kind. I'm flying a kite right now. Let's go.
Good. I'll go ahead and just lead this one off. Mine's not like too intricate or like anything too crazy. Just the one that made me chuckle. It was to the Part of My Take episode with Clinton Portis and Tiffany Gomez. The top comment under that, I think it was the one with second most likes, but the one that made me chuckle was a good one. From Anthony Mig Nano 5918, whatever YouTube names. The quote is very cool for PFT to bring his new girlfriend, and that just made me laugh because he was trying to rizz her up on social media. It seemed like, but then that whole episode was them trying to get Tiffany and Hank hooked up, which seems to worked out and kind of spiraled into something more and new content. And Hank even mentioned that that episode was the biggest one they've had in like 6 months. I was looking
know,
back
it's
today,
crazy.
and yeah, like almost 250,000 views on that episode alone already, and yeah, it was just a really simple comment that just made me laugh because yeah, PFT was rizzing her up and the Riz worked and got her there, but it was all to set up his boy Hank, who's catching a lot of dubs right now. So yeah, shout out Anthony for that comment.
Yeah, wild for Dave not to understand like
Yeah, it's
that's
views.
a good thing,
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, well, I would do that 6 months ago or whatever. And it's like it is literally the first time she's talking. So like people that don't watch Part of My Take are definitely going to be interested. Like if they're just like internet people to be like, oh shit, what's she going to say? So
yeah, it's
anyway,
exactly. I mean, it's the same thing when like I bet the show got some bumps when Dan was like going in on the Swifties. Like,
yeah,
makes
I'm
sense.
sure.
Yeah,
Exactly. So the reason why we call this the comment or reply is because sometimes it's a reply that we pick. And for me this week, it was a reply. Um, they were doing knockout on the new basketball court. The first day, I think they were allowed to play. Will Compton was there. He got down to like, I think in the final 2 or 3 people. But he posted a video clip of the game itself and said, "People forget I wrestled growing up." And it's just a clip of him being in like the final 3, and JP, the producer over there with Bussin' with the Boys, he took a screenshot of Will in midair taking the layup. Like, when you miss the shot, you pick up
Mhm.
your layup and you got to lay it back in. Um, but he's putting his shot back in, and the layup is
Terrible
he's
form.
off the wrong foot. His hands like this while the ball's in the air. It's
Yeah,
just
just terrible
um
form.
and he just put that picture and just put we knew. So replying to Will saying people forget I wrestled growing up, just the picture of him doing that layup, writing we knew with 2 crying emoji faces. So shout out JP, great reply. I wonder if he ratioed him actually. I bet you he did. I didn't look at that, but hilarious reply by JP.
Yeah, JP's the man. He's always roasting Will too. Like he'll take pictures of Will just laying on the couch
Yeah.
and put out like a motivational tweet incoming. Watch out. Like yeah, like all that shit. He's always like trying to roast Will on something. I think it's hilarious dynamic they have there with Bustin' with the Boys and their whole crew. But yeah, it's a great comment, and Will obviously a wrestler. That picture you showed me yeah, it's tough. It'll be up here on the screen, but it's a tough look. It's not a formed layup for sure.
Again, different show today, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're going to go straight into the dozen, and that'll be the end of the show. So
Okay.
all right, NFL. After totaling only 603 receiving yards from 2008 2014, tight end Gary Barnidge had a shocking season, breaking 1,000 yards and catching 9 touchdowns for this AFC team in 2015.
He's a
Browns?
Brown. Yeah. He's a Brown.
Yeah.
Or was.
I remember that name. Well, you guys had to play him twice a year,
Yeah.
so I assume that you knew that.
Yeah, he had a good year.
NBA from 2010 to 2019. What Western Conference franchise won the NBA lottery for the number 1 overall pick twice?
2010 to what?
Western Conference.
19. I know that in the East it was like the
Yeah,
Sixers.
2010 to 2019. Western
Probably
Conference franchise won.
probably the Pels, right? Anthony Davis was the number 1 guy, and then Zion Williamson, number 1 guy.
I never got that. Nice. Olympics. During the 2012 London Olympics, this U.S. gymnast became the first African American woman to win the individual all-around gold in gymnastics. Simone Biles.
That's the only person I know.
Oh wait, no. No, it's not. It's not. Fuck, 2012. Who's the one right before her? No. Fuck, dude. I actually know this.
I have no clue. No clue.
It's with, remember the girl with the bitch face, the white girl that was like that face girl? It was on the same team as her.
Girl with the bitch face. I don't know. My ex wasn't an Olympian, Frankie.
It's not Simone Biles, dude. It's not the bitch face girl that was on the same team as her. I could see her fucking face and everything, dude.
I don't know.
She was like
ABC.
taller and not like stocky like Biles is.
No clue. Pass. Go to the next one. We'll come back.
Gabby Newsom. Gabby Newsom. Is that a
Sure,
name?
see if it-
Gabby
I don't know.
Newsom.
Put it in Gabby. See if it works.
Oh, that was it. That Douglas, Gabby Douglas. I know that's it.
There you go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
All right.
You don't think your boy knows his fucking gymnast Olympics women's?
Yeah. You and
Holy
Robert
shit.
California.
I only know that because literally my dad and my sister, dude, they're all yeah. He's European gymnast though.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad and my sister and my mom were like obsessed with that group. They were like I think they called them the Fab Five or whatever, like the whatever. And she was like the head of it. And that was before Simone Biles became the big name. Shout out my sister for making me watch that shit with her. All right, cars. 2011, what car brand launched a popular commercial featuring hamsters dancing? It's Kia.
Yeah.
And shuffling to
The hamsters.
LMFAO song Party Rock Anthem. I have a fucking Kia.
Yeah, the Kia.
I know.
Those commercials were fucking great.
That's because I have one. I don't have the Soul. That's the Kia Soul commercial. I know that, but
Yeah.
I don't have a Soul, but I have a Kia, and I remember that commercial vividly. Celebrity mashup. Name the two celebrities mashed in this photo. And they're not coming up.
Yep, it was there. There we go.
Oof. Kevin James.
Yeah, the haircut gives me Kevin James vibes.
And
The fuck is that lady? Who is that lady?
oh
I
god, that's
feel
not
like-
Kevin James, dude. Kevin James has the hairline like way further back here. This is fuck, who's the whale? This is the whale guy.
Who was the whale?
I remember this from the dozen. Who's the whale?
I don't know
movie
what
The
the whale
Whale.
is. Never seen it. And I also don't know the lady, so punt from me. I have no fucking clue.
Bedazzled. Tarzan. Who's the actor?
No clue.
Oh my god, dude. Brendan Fraser. God damn it. That's Brendan Fraser.
Okay, there you go. Brandon Fraser.
Fat Brendan
and-
Fraser.
Sure. And Lisa Kudrow.
How do you spell Fraser?
Just spelled Brendan.
Who the
No
fuck
clue on
is
the
the girl,
inside.
dude? You don't have any idea?
Nope.
I'm doing Dame Judi Dench then again.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about bitch face. That's a bitch face smile.
I can't. Yeah, for sure. I can't even put it. Is that how you spell Dench? There she is. Come on, Judy. No!
Damn it.
Oh, I thought that
You
was
want
it.
to show us till the end?
Oh my god, Brendan Fraser was right. I told you, dude. I remember this.
Okay.
Fuck. All right, chain restaurants. Wake up wraps, culottes, frozen hot chocolates, and snack and bacon are items served by what chain?
Dunkin' Donuts.
It's fucking Dunkin', bro. Culotta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they're just called Dunkin' now.
Nah, Dunkin' Donuts still. I got one like 2 minutes away.
Oh, No, I'm saying all the ones by me they've just gotten fucking vamped and they just say Duncan now. It's weird. Bet you they're going to be doing that soon. All right, television. Debuting on Fox in 2003, Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie starred in this reality series where they took on low-paying manual labor and service jobs. Dude, this was a question in a dozen.
The Simple Life.
Like the finale, wasn't it? The Simple Life,
I don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah, but it's The Simple
That's
Life.
hilarious. I think that was an answer. I think it was an answer in the dozen finals. Movie. Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. That's Neighbors, right? Those two. That's the only two of movie I know that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Played a couple who conflict with fraternity living. Yeah, Zac Efron. I didn't even either. That was a Kirk moment, dude. I just saw Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, and I knew that was Neighbors.
Yeah.
That's how you know I'm a douchebag frat boy.
Yeah, second one sucked.
Wait, Neighbors 2.
No, it's the first one.
Yeah, for sure. But was it 2014?
No, it's that one, Frankie.
All right, good. All right. What 1980 Dolly Parton song opens with the following lyrics? Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition.
No fucking clue. Pass. Punt.
Dolly Parton. Yeah, Dolly Parton. What does Dolly Parton sing? I don't even know any songs that she sings.
I don't know. My ex used to listen to one song.
My Neck, My Back. Is that her?
Yeah, her and Missy collabed. Yeah, the classic.
Tumble out of bed and I stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition.
I have no clue. Punt.
I got no beat to this either. This is probably really bad too, because this is probably easy.
I don't know. Just type something in. That's it. That's the time limit. We reached the time limit on this.
Let's type in. Give me a letter.
A.
Give me a letter.
C. Yeah, definitely Achy Breaky Heart.
Accidentally in Love. Achy Breaky. Oh, the Achy Breaky Heart is Miley Cyrus's dad.
Maybe it was a feature. I don't know, bro. Just pick one. We don't know this one.
Accidentally in Love. Let's do it.
All right. That's the one.
Fuck.
I'm good. I don't know the chick, and I don't know that song.
Do we want to double dip?
I mean, you can try. I don't know the chick.
All right. Well, we had our worst dozen last time. We did better by one this time. So 8 or 7 out of 9. I'll take it.
Yeah, step in the right direction. You should have known that Dolly Parton song. And yeah, I suck at celebrity mashup in music. It's expected. That's on you. But
yeah, I mean, the mashup stuff. I don't know most of the people, but like I definitely am getting better at that. But the song thing, the only reason I know the song, I just did not know that she sang it. So there's no way I would ever got it. But just in general, that's such a fucking easy song. People that know Dolly Parton are probably like, "Come on, dude, what's wrong with you?"
Yeah, it's all right if we get roasted or what. It's whatever. It's a step in the right direction, and so is getting back on the breakdown because it's always good to be on the Barstool breakdown.
Absolutely, Viva.
It's the Barstool breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown. Let's listen to those guys.